This is the soul session, man. This is a session for your soul, a session for my soul. That's what music and the experience of art and music does for us. That's what we do around here. This is the soul session, man. This is a session for your soul, a session for my soul. That's what music and the experience of art and music does for us. That's what we do around here. This is the soul session, man. This is a session for your soul, a session for my soul. That's what music and the experience of art and music does for us. That's what we do around here. This is the soul session, man. This is a session for your soul, a session for my soul. That's what music and the experience of art and music does for us. That's what we do around here. There are times when it doesn't feel very good. There are times when you feel like you get trampled on, but I promise you, you are the courageous one. You are the brave one. You are the strong one to give everything. Perhaps it's the love of my higher self that's holding the space for me to get to where I need to get. That gives me the air that I need to breathe. Perhaps it's moments of my higher self that write these songs as waypoints, checkpoints, markers along the way to get to that point to where I am fully love. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening. I know it's a whole soul session intro. I realize that right as I'm getting into the thing, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. My intros, they say, good evening and welcome to the soul session. But it's the same crew, same channel, and it is still a powerful tap and a sacred tap that creates this space, the Reynaldo Moreno Art Gallery, that allows us to do whatever we do here, which is pause, listen to music, allow it to transform us, allow it to transport us. It just so happens in this session, these become my compositions on today, a very sacred and special day. So these songs are from the EP that I released today called the Beija Flor EP, Songs for Jupiter. And I kind of just wanted to replay them again and get a chance to check in with folks that hadn't had a chance to come in and say what's up during the premiere this morning, and just share a little bit about the story and a little bit about behind how I put the songs together in the list the way I did, and obviously some backstories behind them. And the first song on today's list is "Tell Me." And I think it's appropriate. I put it in the list for a couple different reasons, and it fit for a number of different layers. But the reason I really enjoyed it and how it fit how I wanted to share about it today was it is a song that was probably took the longest to compose, because it was written, the first part and the chorus and the verse, the first verse had been written for such a long time. I even laughed. I even told my mom, I was like, "Mom, you remember I played the first part of this in Martini Ranch back in the day." And it's taken me up until about 2 weeks ago to finally put the final verse in here and really make the song complete. And I think, as with every Moreno tune and every tune, it comes to life in some way, and I'm able to experience the life presents the experiences that are needed for me to approach the tune and present the tune and say the story as it needs to be told. And so this song had to be the first one because it was the longest one. It was the first one that was written. So I wanted to initially start with that mixtape vibe, when you see the video of that. And I think the reason I also started with this tune was because you'll notice there'll be a progression as this is one of the first tunes that was that one of the newer tunes of the mix that was written. The perspective on it's a little bit of like more pleading, questioning, asking. I've got to know. Where, as you'll see, as we progress to the end, there's just more of a groundedness and a sense of me as the writer and the person these persons in the stories are much more grounded in where they need to be in love, and so that's kind of just how we're gonna go with it. But anyways, this is "Tell Me." "Tell Me" is the first song on the list, and I want to thank you all for coming to this little list. Like I said, this is the soul session. I decided to title it the Beija Flor party, or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, nevertheless, enough with the jibber jabber even now, and I want to take a look at our first song. This is "Tell Me." Thank you. I love you. This thing we're going through. Hey, love, 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 love. I am not trying to be rude, but you got me feeling something I swore I never do. Now I'm sitting in this vulnerable suspicion, uncomfortably playing this game, and I'll gladly forfeit my position to give this feeling a name. Tell me, I got to know. Tell me, is your love for real? Is it not just a moment, not just a season? Oh, 'cause it feels like it's a I'll gladly forfeit my position to give this feeling a name. Tell me, I got to know. Tell me, is this love for real? It's not just a moment, not just a season. Oh, 'cause it feels like it's something for real. I got to know. Tell me, is this love for real? It's not just a moment, not just a season. Oh, 'cause it feels like it's something for real. I'm not begging you to love me. Don't keep breaking my heart, baby. Love me or set me free. 'Cause I got to know. Tell me, is your love for real? It's not just a moment, not just a season. Oh, 'cause it feels like it's something for real. I got to know. Tell me, is your love for real? Is it not just a moment, not just a season? Oh, 'cause it feels like it's something for real. I got to know. Tell me, is your love for real? Yes, that was Tell Me. And I had to, had to keep that. Sounds amazing. Thank you very much. Recorded wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, I thought that I was very pleased with the quality, the fidelity, the takes were good. They were the right presentations of the tunes and the ideas. I feel it's such an old school thing to kind of fade the music out at the end, you know what I mean? That was my favorite thing. If I could get that right, my little fade out while I was, especially the old way you're really mixing it out by yourself, you know, so that was. So this next tune on the list is, as we progress, and kind of in that same thing, a song that was written, not necessarily in the recent times, but it has created such an amazing, I've got new layers to that tune. I've experienced this tune in a way that I never imagined. The subjects in this next tune they were fictional. They were make believe. It was kind of an idea until I experienced this. I experienced this, and I have had the opportunity. Life has presented an opportunity for me to experience this and go through this and help enrich the tune. And this was the first tune that I ever shared. The first tune I ever shared on that couch. And so this tune needed to be in this set. I think it's a nice flow, it's a nice break for how it goes. So when I do release, and I will release all of these as individual videos and individual tracks, this next tune, Hurricane, will have the lyrics on it. Because I just felt, you know, but either way, it needed to be in there, nevertheless. I also wanted to, I'm kind of going all over the place with this, but I also want to talk about the video real quick of the hurricane, because I put, as a marker, a place marker, was a t-shirt design I was thinking about, and it's got Rey, R-E-Y, and it's got the little crown on top of it. And I said in the premiere this morning, I said, this is what I think about every time I see when everyone says, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Rey? I'm like, I feel like everyone's saying, what's up, King? What's up, King? And I love that. And so it just made me kind of, I wanted to put there as a place marker because, like I said, the song needed to be in that whole complete thought idea of the EP. Hurricane needed to be in there. So, like I said, I think probably by this weekend, I will drop the lyric video, so it'll be complete for the rest of the hurricanes, as hurricanes. I mean, I'm already pluralizing it, but anyway, Hurricane will be in there next by the week's end. But anyways, let us take a trip to Hurricane. Clouds open up, water touching the window pane. sweetly, but not discreetly, to remind you that you are not alone. You are not alone. The light flickers from across the room. I'm mesmerized, I'm captivated by the shadows that dance upon your wall. If I could taste your sweetness with the pebbles in my hands, each one made for your attention. The water falls upon my face to remind me that I am not alone. To remind me that I am not alone. So I stand here and I wait and stand in the rain. I stand in the there's so much meaning in all of this, and I look to the moon to tell me where you've been and what you've done. 'Cause I don't know if I can wait the whole night. I look to the sky, waiting for you to open your eyes to see me standing here. See me standing here with my heart on my sleeve. 'Cause I know that I don't wanna be alone. So I stand here and I wait and stand in the rain. I stand in the rain. Oh, the wind may fall, the walls will crumble, but I will always be there. And no matter how long it takes, I swear I will always be waiting. So I stand here and I wait. I don't wanna be anywhere but here. So I'll stand in the rain. I'll stand in the rain. I'll stand in the rain. Come out in the rain. Yo, what's up, Michael? Man, that's crazy. Yo, what a way to enrich this story in live time. I told you the song had been cooking for a long time. I'd written Hurricane back in my college days, and had taken many, many different layers. And I did. We tried to record it. We did. We recorded. Michael was an engineer there at that studio in Central. I don't remember what the name of it was, and it was Jay and Tiffany. And we were trying to record. It was a demo or a single or something like that, and that was one of the songs that we had presented and we brought to the table. And we're trying to figure it out. And I remember we kind of flipped it on its head. We changed the different. We had tried it a different way, and that's amazing that Michael, you recognized it through that whole thing. That's super awesome. I just want to say what's up to you, man. I appreciate you very, very much, man. Mad love for supporting the music and my art all these years. Thank you so much. What's up, CC? I want to say what's up, my cousin, my prima, and what's up, mama? How y'all doing? Very, very much. Thank y'all for tuning in to this soul session listening party. I realize everything I say is always geared towards the soul session. So well, it's soul session, but anyways. Okay, so this next tune, I was really, really, really excited about putting this video together. I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. It was a song that's sung in Portuguese. And so I was just going to put the translation on top of it. And I was like, no problem. That was easy to do. I know that people have been asking. And one of my favorite comments when I sing Chamo is, I don't even know, what is it? It's Chardonnay 5 says, I don't even know what he's saying, but it makes my heart melt. So no more not knowing what it is. I was able to put it in there. And so I was, as I was putting together images and thinking about, searching for Jupiter. And I was able to put the video together, and as I felt like as I was putting together, I wanted it to have your guide and give you the translation as we're going towards the planet. And then as soon as we hit that chorus, and everyone knows exactly what it's like, as we hit that second chorus again, everything goes in reverse, and now we're going away from the planet, and we're going away from it all, and it's just kind of sitting there in that space and leaving with that last little bit of "I love you." And it was probably the centerpiece in terms of like. Because it was the only video that had like moving picture to it. The rest of them, kind of the lyrics are animated and whatnot. But this one was, I think that the essence of what a video would be. So when you guys go check, when you check out the video, what I'm referencing obviously is the Beija Flor EP and that video. So yeah, and I also just shout out to Jose. The original artist is Jose Bondifacia. I'm murdering his name. But the song is Deixa eu falar pra você, and that's the where I get the verses from. The verse and the melody line is all from that, and then I add my own little quesadilla at the end, which is the only thing I add to it. The only thing, but is the melody line, and the only thing I wanted to say is I love you. So here is Chamo. deixa louca. Sonhei com teu sorriso, querendo ser, oh, yeah, querendo sua atenção pra ir te falar. Eu te Eu tava aqui pensando, imaginando o teu cheiro, beijando a sua boca pra te deixar louca. Yeah, I really like that video. I really like that video a lot. It gives me, it's very satisfying to finally put that together and kind of see that put together as it needed to be. I also thought too that song right in the middle, not only was it the transition of kind of like the centerpiece as far as the visual of the compositions, but I felt that was the turning point of, remember I talked about how it felt like Tell Me was, I wouldn't say desperation, but Tell Me was, I'm not necessarily in control. Tell me what's going on. Tell me I don't, and Hurricane is, you're still kind of on the outside, kind of watching and lovingly, in a loving way, standing and I'm here. And this tune, how this tune came about, and I don't know if you heard the story before, but we're going to tell you it again, is that the original tune is Deixa eu falar pra você, and the rest of that's just the verse of that song, and that there's a chorus that goes into it, and it's playful things. It's playful bedroom things, like I want to kiss your neck and I want to throw you on the bed and pull your hair and drive you crazy, and fine things. But as the terms of like as I was writing and like I said, the maturation, like all I want to say, I've been thinking about this, imagining your sentiment, thinking about you, and I just want to tell you, I love you. That's it. I love you, and that's powerful and strong enough. And I will sit and remain in that love. And so I thought that was a turning point as the songs kind of I think mature in terms of the where we're going with that. So this next tune is I almost wanted to title the EP this, because it is this is my songbook, and there's a numerology of 333. It's very important, special to me. And then I thought, well, I'm going to title it the Beija Flor EP, and then I was going to title it Songs Without Jupiter. But that doesn't make any sense, because all these songs are because of Jupiter, and therefore I'm never without that. So it had to be songs for Jupiter. But anyways, this is a song titled My Songbook, and I wrote this because I came to this beautiful revelation, and it was just a moment of absolute clarity. Again, as with all of these tunes, I'm very lucky and thankful, and I don't know, I wonder if other songwriters are have these same experiences too, where it's like, the things you write, and they happen to come to life, and you experience them and get them deeper and richer. And I realize when you experience that special true love, it makes your art come alive. And I understood that all of these songs, I experienced them differently and basically in a new way for the first time, because she's my songbook. My songbook, you're in all my melodies. Each turn we take writes a sweet verse from eternity. I will build us a shelter and lay our prayers down at this altar. My work and my hope is all that I offer. My love and my prayer, all that I alter. 'Cause each and every song I wrote for you, you've been in my heart from the beginning. You are the opening and each ending. Ooh, the deeper I fall into you, the more I fall into me. In this life or the next, your love is the song I sing. In this life or the next, your love is the song. You're the absence of darkness. You've been the home in all of my dreams. Each kiss takes away all that stops me from being me. See, I will build us a little shelter and lay our prayers down at this altar. My work and my hope is all that I offer. My love and my prayer, all that I alter. 'Cause each and every song I wrote for you, you've been in my heart from the beginning. You are the opening and each ending. Ooh, the deeper I fall into you, the more I fall into me. In this life or the next, your love is the song I sing. In this life or the next, your love is the song I sing. Yeah, my songbook, 333. I think that was the first song in this whole collection of these newer tunes that kind of got it, everything started, and that's why that song is very special to me and why I thought about titling the EP that in the beginning. But really, it's not that. I'm sitting here listening to it right now, and I was thinking, I was like, that's not that profound. That's just the newness of love. I mean, that's the beauty of love, and that's the beauty of how love can almost reset those memories, and how everything seems to make sense with in the eyes of in the new lens and the new perspective of being in love and being loved, and so it makes everything seem like it was all written and put in there. Yeah. I know I wrote in the chat, but I just wanted to also, since this commentary going in the Beija Flor playlist, is that this was the first video in which I was able to get a chance to try and get some of my handwriting. It's still kind of a challenge. I was able to fade it in and out. I wanted to have it to be. I was trying to have it actually animate as I was writing it, and it was a little bit more above my pay grade. But at least in this video, I was able to I was able to make them into images and fade them in and out, and I was happy and I was happy with how that video turned out. Specifically because I wanted that one, my songbook. I was like, if that was that had to have my writing in there some way, and so yeah, that's my songbook 333. Oh man, this next tune is "I'll Leave the Light On." And I was very excited within, I think, when I say last week, the week before, I finally finished the second verse. A song that had been written within maybe a month and a half, but it had taken a second to find its footing. And I think it's always had its brush. And I think the unique part about this tune in the Reynaldo Moreno library is that this was probably one of the first tunes that I wrote specifically on, in the beginning, in its inception, from the electric guitar, which everyone knows, or at least if you've been around a long time, I write everything on my Taylor guitar. I have everything on my acoustic guitar. It doesn't matter what brand it is, but I always write everything on an acoustic guitar. But this was the first time I was able to do it with the electric, and I was really happy with how it turned out. And it was very special to me. And again, I think gave, and that if we're ever going deeper each chapter in each tune, you know, this one is I'm no longer in the tell me phase, and you know, this is the, you know, I realize that everything I sing, everything is that how powerful and how transformative that love is. And in this next one, it's okay. Well, now we're apart. Now we're apart. Now, how do I stand and how do I sit in that space when we're apart? And I use the analogy of leaving the light on when you're coming to bed. My beloved and I, in the past, she worked different time zones, and so she would come. I would go to bed a lot earlier, and there were definitely beginning of it all. Going to bed by myself, I was feeling kind of bummed out about that, almost like and choosing to, I don't victimize myself and say like, oh, poor me, and going to bed by myself and being left out and whatnot. You know what I mean? And that's where that line comes in. My impatience slowly drives me insane. But I can either sit and wait and be in that bummed out space, and when she returns, that's the space she comes into, or I can leave the light on and be happy and be excited and can't wait and have that be the space, have the light on, not only just in the room, it doesn't have to be that big, just a little bit of light, but have the light on here and have that be the space in which her walking feet come back to bed. And that's the idea, that was the space in which I wrote this. In the video, I gotta give a shout out to my sister. I initially was going to, the image I was going to use was a door in a hallway, and everything I found looked really creepy, and I guess might have worked for Halloween, so this kind of Halloween times. But I had another one of this, of course, the video that you see that's on the release, and it's got just a light on the wall, and it's got bricks on it. It's a brick wall, and then my sister goes, no, you gotta do this one because it's got bricks. You know, it goes with the theme, it goes with the branding. I was like, oh, you're right. And as I was looking at that, once the video finally got done, I sent it to her. I was like, yeah, good call. This was a really good one. So anyways, this is I'll Leave the Light On. And then one is another shout out to the premiere this morning with Chardonnay Flasher, in which she says, this is the first time I'm seeing some of these, you know, really experiencing these tunes again by seeing the lyrics and having them come in front of me. So I really encourage you to go and check that out if you haven't, but I'm pretty sure you already have. But that was just another one of the reasons I really wanted to release the tunes in that way, because I think I'm a songwriter, you know, and these are from me, from my very bones. And so, anyways, that really point was really illustrated in in this tune in particular. The words that come out real big on that brick wall. Anyways, y'all, this is I'll Leave the Light On. The glowing announcement to the sacred nights. I forget that it's hard to wander with darkness surrounding. leave the light on. You gotta wonder where I'll be. I'll leave the light on. Ain't gonna wallow in my pain. I'll leave the light on. Not just for you, but for me. Well, it's the light that guides your walking feet straight back to bed. The fading light brings my delight, for in the end it draws you closer to me. Under the moon, desire rises, my impatience slowly driving me insane. Within your love, I'm reminded not to ruin this moment with my silly dread. So I flip on that beacon to help you find your way back to bed. And I'll leave the light on. You ain't gotta wonder where I'll be. I'll leave the light on. Ain't gonna wallow in my pain. I'll leave the light on. Not just for you, but for me. Well, it's the light that guides your walking feet straight back to bed. Well, it's the light that guides your walking feet straight back to bed. Yeah, that of course was I'll Leave the Light On, as Observe Thyself so lovingly likes to call it, the Motel 6 song. Oh, I like the strength of that one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that was, and there was a steadfastness there. Absolutely, there was a steadfastness. There was a determination. Like I'm not going to wallow in that pain. I'm not going to wallow. I'm not going to let my dread, make these poor decisions for me. The real decision is choosing love, and the strong decision is to sit there and to remain steadfast. And so, yeah, I was very pleased with how that one turned out. And I think on this next tune, something really special about this tune is that in the recording is the original recording when I finally put it down. Meaning that when I finally had written the Hummingbird Song, which is the final song on the EP, which was the Beija Flor, that's why it kind of got titled that for a number of different reasons. That audio track is how I initially recorded. Like I first put it down. I thought all these other ones were obviously had been re-recorded and put together, except for Hummingbird Song. That one had been sitting there from the first time it finally got out there, and I was so. I always get moved by that performance. Performance meaning how I presented that tune that time, that take, and the fidelity was the quality was where it needed to be as far as to let it be released, and I just didn't want to mess with it, and it was so special to me because it was all moments of inspiration from the tune being written, I remember just getting up and making it happen, and then, of course, putting it down and keep as a keeper, and that happened to be exactly what it is. And so this song is super tender to me. I've talked about it tons of times. It's a song in which I get to speak and I sing in Nahuatl, which is, it's like I always say all the time, one of the 365 indigenous languages in Mexico. It happens to be the one that seems to be the most spoken and most recognized. And Huitzilin is a Nahuatl word, and so yeah. Just wanted to put all that together. I wanted to tie up the EP with a tune like this. I wanted to end on a light acoustic tune. I thought that was a good way to do it. Almost like I thought about ending with "I'll Leave the Lights On," and I feel like that'd be a very definitive and almost like a very definitive ending. But I feel like ending with this "Fly Fast," Huey Celine almost once entices you to want to go back and just kind of and hit the electric tune, which is "Tell Me" on the beginning of it again. So, of course I am trying to coax you a little bit to listen to it again. But this is the Hummingbird Song. I want to thank y'all for just creating the space for me to give this jibber jabber, to share a little bit about these tunes. And, be vulnerable a little bit. I think that's the one thing I'm always pushing myself to, not in terms of writing the music and performing the music. That's actually the really easy part. But I think in terms of breaking open the stories and telling, actually using, now there's nothing to hide behind. And so the vulnerability of sharing, some of the spaces and the emotions and the feelings and the losses and the peaks and the valleys and all those things that, maybe sometimes we like to keep to ourselves. But, this has all been healthy and wonderful practice. I want to thank you all for presenting such a loving and wonderful space for that to happen. So, Prima, I love you, and Cece, I love you, and Michael, man, I love you, and man, Purpley, I love you. Collins, I hope you did go on the bowling, dude. I love you, man. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not signing off yet. I just want to give y'all some love. Mama, I love you. I just appreciate y'all so much, and being able to do this. Oh, I have a hummingbird story for you one day. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I love hummingbird stories. And of course, and just as everything else, this song always finds new layers. And I thought that this song is just specific just for me and foolish me. Once it gets released out into the community, it becomes your song and our song. And it's a very tender moment of one of my dear sisters sharing with me that her mother visits her in hummingbirds. And so this song is for her mother. And so I just really, really, really thought it was I have a tender spot for this tune, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with y'all. And I was very excited to finally get this tune out there, and I'm looking forward to having this video released as it is. But this is, of course, the Hummingbird Song. It's the final song off of the Beija, Flor, which is hummingbird in Portuguese, EP, Songs for Jupiter.
With ceiling, please take these prayers to her. Every day I sing her name to the sun and the wind and the earth. Limits la claudia like vast with ceiling. With ceiling. I'm sorry, minha beleza, meu beija-flor. Tell her I'm picking up pieces and fixing my heart. I tell her I need her in front of me, right in my arms. Tell her I need the pull of her planets to guide my heart. Fly fast with ceiling. Please take these prayers to her. Every day I sing her name to the sun minha beleza, meu beija-flor. Until I'm picking up pieces and fixing my heart. Until I need her in front of me, right in my arms. Until I need the pull of her planets to guide my heart. So fly fast, sweet ceiling, please take these prayers to her. Every day I sing her name to the sun and the wind and the earth. Ni mitlatlau kilia, fly fast, waiting, waiting. Oh, this I ask of you, fly fast, waiting, waiting. Ni mitlatlau kilia, fly past, waiting.
Yeah, that of course was the Hummingbird Song. The Huitzilin, fly, the Beija Flor, fly fast. What's up, guitar outside, inside arts forever. Yes, Crunchy Pie, you absolutely have to check out Chamo. I'm so proud of it. I think it turned out really well. And just to let you know that I will be releasing each video individually, so you'll get those tracks individually. So however you hear Chamo, that will be, we'll definitely have that again for, you'll be able to have that video as an individual track. Sorry, I'm all over the place, y'all. But yeah, man, that's how you do it, y'all. That's how we do it. Thank you for this. That concludes the Beija Flor EP and a little of the stories behind that. I thought I had another story in my head about that tune, other than, like I already said in chat, and I'll say it again because it still shocks me every time I listen to it, because I realize, like, this is the first and only recording of that tune. That was the first time I laid it down, and man, it has been it's very tender, very special to me. And the fact that I would not re-record that again, and that I would not do it, but I would release it as it is, shows how much I value this space, and I value you to be able to present these things as I do. And so I just want to thank you so much, y'all, from the bottom of my heart, for the love and the grace and the space that you consistently provide, the light that you provide. And even if it's just a little bit, I promise you the person next to you's got a little bit of something too, and they got something, and together we make this place bright. Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate you so much for making the Reynaldo Moreno Art Gallery. And that, my dear friends, well, that's how you do it. Cece, I love you. Pammy, I love you. Crunchy Pie, I love you. Guitar outside, inside our hearts forever. I love you. Come on, scroll. We're doing it. We're not scroll no more. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. All right. Purpley, I love you. Michael Ross, I love you, fool. Man, what a blast from the past. Man, I appreciate your support, man. That's super cool. All these years, dude. I appreciate that, homie. Collins the Cornerstone, I love you. Mama, I love you. Did I miss anybody else in here? Yeah, we had a little crew tonight. We did it. Yeah, man, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Truly. And guess what? We're going to do something tomorrow. We're going to make something beautiful tomorrow. You bring that light, I bring the light, and we'll take care of the rest, okay? Yeah? Yeah. Cheers, all you lovely people. I appreciate you so much, y'all, and that's how we continue to laugh in the face of the maniacs and liars that present to us only death, division, and destruction. You keep fighting back, you keep punching them right in the face, and you say, not today. Keep putting your money where your mouth is and being bad, y'all. I love you very much, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. This concludes our listening party. Peace.
Through you take me? Clouds don't come around here today. My troubles aren't here to stay. It's my turn to go out and play. You don't know. Ooh, you don't know 'cause you don't try. You sit there crying through the night. Keep your head. Ooh, keep your head up to the sky. 'Cause when the morning comes, everything will be alright. All we have to do is wait. When the sun shines, don't hesitate. You gotta get up, get something. When the morning comes, everybody wants to shine. How you gonna shine when you're steady watching? You gotta get up, get something, something. When the morning comes, energy from the sun. Tell the world, here it comes. Good thoughts keep me smiling. You should keep one on your face. The day can't be replaced. Ain't no need to be wildin'. No, no, no. All we have to do is wait. When the sun shines, don't hesitate.